Hi, this is Steve Harwood from the Department of Innovation and Learner Engagement. Here's this week's Quick Tip. First and foremost, Google Drive's user interface has changed. So you'll see that it has gone from the old interface to the new interface, a little bit more colorful, a little bit more user-friendly and inviting. The Help Center has also been moved up into the top right corner, the search bar. So you'll find it up here next to our logo. Second, you'll notice that the new intelligent search box is going to start populating. So when you do searches, it will start to try to pre-populate that for you. It'll also show people who you interact with on a very frequent basis and the different types of media that you can search for. The migration from the old Google Forms user interface has started. So if you have old Google Forms, they are going to start looking like the new Google Forms. So this is what the new Google Forms look like. It is a little bit more user-friendly, more types of questions that you can use, and also built-in themes to make it a little bit easier when creating a form. Some of the benefits, otherwise you can allow for intelligent response. So if I start typing in a question, it is going to select the correct type of response. You can also do smart quizzes within Google Forms that will help teachers by automatically grading quizzes based off of your input and upload answer files to the questions that you ask inside of a quiz. The Docs activity dashboard that's now available to all of our users is a very cool functionality for teachers and staff members alike. For example, if you have a Google Sheet or a Google Doc that you send out to either your students or your staff and you'd like them to look at it and review the information by a certain time, you can now go to Tools and then Activity Dashboard from within that document or sheet, and it will let you know when the last time somebody interfaced with it. So for example, on this PD request form that we have, you can see that there are several users who have recently accessed it and a few that have not accessed it at all. You can even see a viewer trend on how many people are accessing it on a daily basis. So if you're a teacher, you can see if all of your students have accessed it and when they have accessed it. It'll also allow you to effectively and efficiently communicate directly from that dashboard. So again, go to Tools, Activity Dashboard. If I'm on Shared With, I can click the little mail button right here and hit either Select All or Select All without view time. And that will actually allow me to email them and say, hey, please don't forget to check this out before the date that we selected. And last but not least, you may have noticed this. It's a cool pop-up feature, and we did do it as a bonus in last week's Quick Tip as well. But I wanted to go a little bit more in depth. They call it the Quick Access Side Panel. So you'll see it here on the right hand side. If I'm working in this Google Sheet and I wanted to quickly see what my availability looks like for something, I can click on the calendar and go to the date that I'm looking for, whether it's using the arrows or the drop down. And I can look at it and say, hey, I have the availability on that date to do what I need to do. So I can go ahead and schedule it directly from there without having to go back and forth between the Google Sheet that I'm working on and Google Calendar, making my workflow a little easier. If I also needed to follow up with things on that, I can also plan here under Tasks. So I can add a new task. And my tasks are able to follow me from computer to computer as long as I'm signed in with my rusdlearns.net Google account. So if you're interested in finding out what new features and updates are coming in Google, they do have the G Suite release calendar where all users have access to it. You can go inside and just click on something that sounds interesting to you, like snooze notifications in Hangouts chat, and it will actually give you the ability to read all the details about it. And lastly, if you want to learn a little bit more about some of the amazing tools that we have, you can go to kitelearning.com and sign in with your rusdlearns.net account. Also, don't forget about our knowledge base. It is at kb.rusdlearns.net, where we have a lot of district created content on the tools that we're using. If you have any suggestions for future quick tips or for the knowledge base, please feel free to reach out to ile@rusdlearns.net. This has been your weekly quick tip.